This is a one-on-one sit down, intentional conversation with you so that my book, you don't hear about my book for the first time or hear about my truths from someone else, because sometimes that doesn't go over well. Some family members, it may be good and they just feel all sympathetic for you and what you went through, but that's not always going to be the case. So you want to have an intentional conversation with them, and that's not to get their permission. It's just offering them awareness and being mature about it. It's a sign of maturity, I say, to be able to offer that intentional conversation with them. Also, in doing that, you have to be responsible enough to think about who's going to be impacted by that. You want to choose how you approach that with your family. You want to set a calm environment or setting to talk about that. Don't be all wrapped up in your emotions, because it won't go well if you do that. So what I would recommend to authors is, when you're getting ready to have that intentional conversation with your family, think about, how you want to say it. Maybe you want to frame it in a manner that says, hey, I want to share something with you because I love and respect you. And so out of that love and respect, I want to tell you, that I'm about to release this book and it's going to be about this or that. Or, hey, I'm working on telling my story, my truth. And parts of it include some personal, private experiences, but they're my experiences. Or my intention is not to harm you in any way, because I love you, but I want to be honest about what I lived through. And again, like we said before, even with that honesty, I'm going to be considerate. I'm going to use discernment and wisdom when I put this out. So that will allow them to try and process clearly, outside of the emotions, what it is that you've done and why, and what your intentions are, even if they don't agree with you.
Felicia, I'm sorry.
I was just going to say that right there is a good way to set things up to talk to them. And it allows you all to set, hopefully emotional expectations, and not necessarily the outcome of those expectations, because you can't control that, but it can give you a peaceful setting to step into, because you can't control how people are going to respond, but you can prepare them.
And I like that, Felicia, because basically what you've done is you've given us the setup for how the writer can set the expectation for the response without needing whomever they're sharing this information with. Not a PSA. I love the way you said that, in a PSA.
Right.
I'm not looking for you to agree, but who you're going to share this information with. You've laid it out very clearly. And the thing, guys, that I would say to you, if people can't even agree to that, then you know what you're dealing with.
Again, you can't control the outcome of the expectation, but you can set the expectation out there. You put it out there saying, well, I'm hoping they understand. I'm hoping maybe somebody might apologize for something, and I'm hoping that they'll be supportive when I tell my story. But a lot of times the outcome is going to be, they're going to deny that ever happened. It's not true.